Good morning. Good morning. Listen, today I want to get right into it, but I want to serve those that have put in action the last few days. So comment below if you guys have been taking action. Like there's only one person watching on Facebook. What time is it? 10 o'clock, 11, 12 Eastern, 12, 13. Yeah, I mean, I had some real estate stuff going on, so I showed up a little late today, but everything I do here for you guys, I do for free. I do because I want to help you. So let's dive into some people on YouTube. Cool. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. First thing I want to announce is that we are going to do. I'm going to start doing the wholesale, the Birddog. We're going to call it the Birddog Challenge, and the Birddog Challenge is essentially you guys finding ugly houses, sending them to me, and making $1,000. That's how it works. Now, if you want to learn how to wholesale or how to invest in real estate, that's a whole different can of worms. For right now, we're going to start with the Birddog and the process serving for free. But for this series is all about process serving. So those of you guys on YouTube watching, listen, the channel is all about teaching you how to get out of the 9 to 5. And something I've been doing, I got to catch everybody up a little bit, right? Something I've been doing is a process server series, and I knew that it would work. I knew that it would work, but I didn't realize how well it would work. Right? I didn't realize how well or how good the advice I was giving actually is. Like, I know it's worked for me in real estate. I know I found success accidentally in many cases when I built my process serving company. And when I later learned all this prospecting and marketing, outbound marketing, outbound sales, that's not really salesy, right? It's just understanding your customer, what they need, and then meeting them in the middle and helping them get what they need. Okay. So quick update on the 2 serves that I got that are out in the boonies. I found somebody. He actually is my biggest competitor. And I've decided to partner with him, not officially, but a handshake agreement to partner with him in my state. That anything north, I'll send to him. Anything south, he'll send to me. So not only do I not have to drive all over God's green or beige earth, New Mexico half the year looks dead. Everything looks dead. It's beautiful in the springtime, summer, and then towards fall and winter, it's just dead. It just looks like almost like Arizona, but there's still living grass. It just looks dead. And then when it comes back around, it turns green again. Anyway, so which is strange when you think about it. But anyway, so that's really good news because I went out and printed the 80-page document. I went out and printed. By the way, I'm doing a special video. Thanks for the like, Chris. Welcome you guys on Server Nation. Guys, feel free to invite process servers to Server Nation, but just know that I'm very selective. If people don't answer the questions and they're not willing to share their information, they're not getting in the group. Like, I only want people that I know, like it's their personal profile, it's their name. So yeah, definitely invite people to the group, but don't be offended if they don't make it in. Okay. Yeah. So to catch everybody up, looks like a bunch more people are coming in on YouTube and Facebook. To catch everybody up, we're talking about process serving and how to grow your process serving company using outbound prospecting and marketing and sales and learning how to build your business. And a big part of this is the mindset that you have to have going into it is that it's not going to be easy all the time. because you're going to get people that are going to give you flack, I guess you could call it. But man, I've been slammed this morning with real estate stuff and making it's so exciting that I showed up a little late today. But let me I just want to tell you, like, just creating a simple process for how to reach out to people. So real quick, I'm literally going to do this on the fly. Where can I find the other parts of this? Great question, Facebook user. Yeah, StreamYard requires you to like click their thing and say, hey, it's okay to know that it's me, and then I could show you guys up there. But anyway, yeah, you can actually go to YouTube. But the best place to go is to mightymeetup.com. This is day 15, and I've done 14 other videos, 4 or 5 of which were 3-hour long videos where I showed you how to set up everything, how to set up your automation, just giving you a little bit of pointers, not going too crazy. The 3-hour long ones are really me diving in and answering questions and talking about, your business overall and the way to think about how to set things up so that you can actually build a company that's worth $10,000 a month. That's what the challenge is, right? It's day 15 of 90. Like I want you to think about this for a second. This should blow your mind. If you're not already making $10,000 a month, pay attention closely, okay? If I get 100 serves at $100 a month, $100 a serve, that's $10,000 a month, okay? 100 serves divided by 30 days. Nope, 20 days is how much? 5. Should be 5, right? Let me make sure here. My on the spot math. Let's see here. 100. Yeah, because 520s is 100. So you get in 20 days. So that's 5 serves a day. So make it your goal to get 6 serves a day. And until you get 6 serves a day, I'm talking about weekdays, new serves coming in, where it's like boom, stripe, 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 stripe. Right? 6 serves coming in a day, then you haven't reached your goal. Now, when you get and the reason why I say 6 is because some serves are going to be the $70 one, some serves are going to be the $100 one, right? But I can tell you, just since I've been doing this, there was one day I got 3 serves. If you guys aren't following me on Facebook, you can friend me. You got to be a real person, or I'm not going to accept it. You can also go to my Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I post stories like crazy. If you look at my recent story from yesterday, because on the fly, I'm like, I should share this in a video. But in order to share it on this video, I have to upload it and then click a button to have it up, and it takes time to upload on your computer. So I just make it a story on my Instagram story. I showed where, I was getting a payout from Stripe for $300. Guys, I just started this process serving company. You saw me from the very beginning. If you didn't see me from the very beginning, go check it out. I mean, I literally started calling. I'm going to show you what I did today. You guys saw me yesterday call and get one of the top law firms to say, yeah, send me your rate sheet. Does that mean they're a client yet? No. But I went over some stuff in a video recording that I'm setting up. I haven't released it yet, but it's a recording about using Road Warrior and how to save all of these potential attorneys that you're trying to prospect to, and then going into their offices. But that's secondary. The first thing that you have to do is you really honestly, let me share my screen. How do I do this? My brain is like all real estate right now. That's why it's hard for me to focus here. So, but it's okay. This is for you guys. It's gonna be worth it. You guys are gonna build businesses, then you're gonna want to invest with me in real estate, right? Okay. So what you're gonna do, and this is key, is to search for let's see here. You're gonna search for litigation attorney Albuquerque, right? That's my city. So litigation attorney, that's what you have to search for. Why? Because we talked about this before. Because litigation attorneys, I've already landed both of these law firms, by the way. Both of these guys sent me serves in the last couple days. Why? Because they're paying for ads. They're pre-qualified. They're litigation attorneys. So here we go. Here's the Smith and Associates. I don't know. I think the thing is, I think I've called all of these already, but just for the sake of argument, you can find a list. So you just keep calling them. If you're not sure, take note of who you called, and then call them again. If you don't know, call them again, and then you're not going to be a bug. If anything, they're going to say. If anything, they're going to say, yeah, just send me a rate sheet, or or they're going to say, yeah, you called me yesterday. Oops, sorry about that. I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. So the key difference lies in their specialization. This is really good right here. A litigator is a lawyer who specializes in taking cases through the court process. Guys, we're the beginning of the court process, which is service of process, while a lawyer may specialize in other areas of law and may not necessarily appear in court. Other people also serve papers too, right? Sometimes, but oftentimes those ones that don't have to appear in court, they can certify mail it. They can, they can do a bunch of different types of services, whereas a litigation attorney, like a bankruptcy attorney, for example, they can mail everything, and they want it to be discreet. They don't want anybody to know, right? But a litigation attorney, he's going to appear in court, and I've talked about this before, but the first thing the judge is going to ask him is, do we have a proof of service on file? Okay. So you can reach out to other places. I've done this so much with you guys. I'm not going to do it again right now. Just make sure to call every single person, every single one of these red dots in your area. And here's the cool thing. All of these litigation attorneys need process servers. And if you followed me on day one, all I did was look at competitors and see if this was even a market that I needed to start. If you listen to day one, I literally said, and I'll put the YouTube replay of the first 5 videos in the comments after this, but I basically just looked at all the competitors and called them. I don't know if you guys remember, but I looked at the competitors and I called them up and I said, hey, how much do you charge and this kind of stuff. And they were overwhelmed with business. One of them said they couldn't make their first attempt in 2 weeks. At the earliest would be 2 weeks from the date that we were talking. That's not normal, right? And so when I called the other one, she was like, yeah, I could send you work. I called her yesterday and I told her, hey, I got some serves and I'm going to go serve them. I just wanted to let you know I'm in business here now in Edgewood in the East Mountains, not a competitor, right? Send me some work, and she was like, okay, yeah, I'll let you know, and I totally, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I sensed that she felt intimidated by the new company here in the East Mountains. So, I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that I named my company Albuquerque Process Servers. I don't know. I don't know if she saw that or not. So, but anyways, finding litigation attorneys, reaching out to them. In real estate, you can buy lists, and it is one of my favorite things to do. I have a team of virtual assistants right now that I just got off a meeting with that call and they find opportunities for me in real estate, right? Well, you can do the same thing. Buy a list of litigation attorneys. Now, a lot of you guys listening to this, I'm hoping there's that 1 or 2 people that are like, I could do that. I could call attorneys. I call paralegals. No problem. But there's a big majority of you, and I know this because I know it's the same way in real estate, that are like, that's too much work. And to those people that say it's too much work, I say, you're right. Don't do it. Like, I'll just crush you. I'll just destroy you. My business will take over all your clients. Seriously, guys, you have to grow or you're dying. You're either growing or dying. Buy a list of litigation attorneys in New Mexico. You guys know I'm doing this to help you. Like I could build this business quietly and just do it, but I'm doing this because I want to help you. So So there's lists, right? There's lists. Let me just share my screen again. There are lists that you can go to, like super lawyers, best Albuquerque, New Mexico litigation attorneys. We've already went through that, I think, on video number 2 or 3 for like 3 hours. Just like you can be found on the different directories that we've went over, that's the attorneys are dealing with the same thing. They're trying to be found by the clients, right? There's some new ones I don't recognize. Oh, bankruptcy attorney, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, you can reach out to them. Axiom Law. Here we go. Attorney mailing list. So this is what I'm talking about. This is going to be less like when you're ready to automate things and you're ready to hire virtual assistants to make calls for you, you're ready to send out mass mailers to. This is how you do it. You go and you find a list. Is my internet working right? Let me see. Yeah, it looks fine. I have a new VPN, which is like super powered. It's a really expensive VPN. And I can choose different networks to connect to. So I'm still learning how to use it. So hopefully this video's coming through okay. Targeted attorney mailing list. Reach your ideal audience. Okay. Let's see. Am I looking for interesting free list samples? Okay, yeah. So they give you lots of stuff. I just want to make sure this is attorney. Yeah, attorney mailing list. Looking for an email list. You've come to the right place. Blah blah blah. I've never purchased a list like this, but I know that the real estate principles are true in all areas of business. If I were to buy a mailing list, see, I don't want to schedule a call. That's the problem. You could schedule a call, but if you want to try that, you could try that. Let's see, litigation, New Mexico Attorney General. For the division. Sometimes the crazy thing is you can get these lists for free. I'm talking emails and phone numbers and everything for legal help, those law firms. Let's try something really quick. Have you guys heard of a Boolean search? I know I've talked about it before, but a Boolean search is the guy who, when they created Google, they said, well, we need to have some search parameters or commands. And they actually kind of geeked out on it. The only ones most people know about are like, the search site. You can go search site and it'll search only within a specific site. You can do quotes. But it's really good skip tracing techniques, to be able to put in a name, Adam Oki, right? For example. Yeah, see, he comes up right away. But you can put in quotes and it will make sure that it puts it in that exact order. So you can say New Mexico. New Mexico litigation lawyer, litigation attorney list. Ooh, see, legal match. Find a lawyer free. Business lawyer, New Mexico. Yeah, now that's not exactly what I was looking for, but you see how it has it in order. New Mexico litigation attorney list. Somewhere in here on this website, it has this in order. And it might be one of their keywords. So you can play with this and you're going to get things. So what's really cool is if I say New Mexico litigation attorney and then I put outside of here, it doesn't have to be in order. It could be anything related to this, right? It could be PDF. I've gotten some pretty cool results doing PDF. Or just like a random PDF will show up. Oh yeah, you could work for the state bar, I guess. All resumes. I guess that is kind of the way I worded it, huh? Anyway, finding a list of attorneys is good. One of the things that we talked about, and I'm going to get back to my Trello board here eventually, but I really want to kind of see where people are. You know, Chris reached out to me. He told me he's taking action. He's sending out his emails. If you guys haven't been following along, one of the things that I say to do is to call these folks and to say something to them. Who wants me to call somebody right now? I'll call somebody right now if I can get somebody who wants, but I want your guys' feedback. I want to hear what you have to say. I mean, I could just produce these not live and then make them much more produced and beautiful and then post them instead of doing them live, but I do them live so that I could get your guys' feedback and see what it is you need help with, right? Let's see here. Go to Albuquerque. Who wants me to call somebody live? Okay, real quick, let me share my screen again. The idea here, little catch up, is that you call them live. You come over here to your template. I've showed you guys how to create the templates in previous videos. Come over here to a template and you put to your competitors, you put new process. To your potential attorney clients, you do the experience template literally in 2 seconds. And now I just put her email in and I put something professional there. Right. So Chris puts a telephone. I love it. Love it. Let me see if I can find a better, like an actual list of attorneys and see if I get something else. I like litigation. I like sticking to litigation, but for the sake of getting some different results here, I'm not sure about a bankruptcy attorney. I don't know. All the bankruptcy attorneys I've reached out to, they're like, well, we don't really need to process over too often because they'll send it certified mail. Run Bell Injury Lawyers. I can't remember if I've called this one, so I'm going to call them. I mean, they have 392 reviews. It doesn't mean everything, but it means that they're doing business. Okay, so let me give them a call. And some people are like, well, what do I say? And how do I? Where's the phone number? Am I tripping? Ooh, their marketer didn't put a phone number on their ad. How interesting. They're Google screened. Yeah, it looks like my internet's lagging. All right, let's give them a call real quick.
Thank you for calling Ron Bell Injury Lawyers, where we help injured people. I'm Ron Bell. My team and I look forward to speaking with you. If you are calling about a new case, press 1. If you are calling about a current case, press 2. Para hablar con un representante en español, oprima
oh, snap. He just busted out with Spanish.
I did not recognize that as a valid entry. Thank you for calling Ron Bell Injury Lawyers. Wait while I transfer your call.
Thank you for calling Ron Bell Injury Lawyers. My name is Meredith. How can I help you?
Hi, Meredith. My name is Michael. How you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. I work for Adam Oki. I'm a process server for him. He said you guys might be looking for a backup process server.
Give me just a second. Let me see who I would need to get you to.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. One moment.
Easy as butter. You guys see how I leveraged a current client that I've already gotten work from?
lawyers on the phone or in the office for free. Please stay on the line, and we'll be right with you.
Oh, it hung up. I don't know if that was an accident or not.
Injury Lawyers, where we help injured people. Wait while I transfer your call.
Always assume it was an accident.
Thank you for calling Ron Bill. This is Amani. How may I help you?
Hi, Amani. I just was on the phone with somebody, and I think we got cut off. I think she might be calling me back. One sec.
Okay.
Or I'll call you back. Thank you.
My pleasure.
This is Michael.
I'm so sorry. I hit the wrong button. Let me get you over to. So this is it IT related?
No, it's process serving, so litigation support.
Okay. Let me get you over to someone who can assist you. One moment.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for calling our law firm. You've reached the voicemail of Jonica Hall. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message.
Jonica.
Hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, Jonica, this is Michael. I'm a process server for a few attorneys in town, and one of them recommended me to Ron Bell. If there's a way that I can help you, even be a backup server, I would love to do that. If you give me a call back at 407-214-7422, I look forward to working with you guys. Thank you so much, and have a blessed day. Boom. Easy as peasy. Easy as pie. Now, the one thing that I want a little bit of feedback I'll give you guys on that one. Strategy wise, and I don't know what's going on with the internet, you guys. It's my VPN. It says it's fairly good now. I don't know. Sorry about that. At some point, I'm going to go through and edit all these videos. If you guys are not in mightymeetup.com, definitely go do it, because that is my social media platform for educating people. Right now, everything's going to be free. My Birddog program, my process serving program is all going to be free, because I want you guys to get to that $10,000 a month mark. Once you get there, I will teach you how to invest in real estate for free as well. At some point, I may do a wholesale course mentorship that I'll charge money for, because a wholesale mentorship is going to be, you make $100,000 a month or something like that. It's just crazy what I'm making right now doing wholesale. So it's almost pulled me away from this completely. Chris, you can credit Chris and Angela and Andrea and Travis for keeping me strong here in this group, because they were like, please don't quit, please keep teaching us. So that's why I was like, you know what, if people are actually finding value in this and they're growing their companies and they're taking action, then I'll keep doing it. So some feedback on this phone call. First thing, just know that 9 times out of 10, the person you're calling is a receptionist. Hey, thanks, Spencer. Appreciate you. Yeah, thanks for saying that. Yeah, as much engagement as possible. Like, just make a habit of liking every video. You don't have to share it. I get that it's like, who are you going to share it to? If you guys share them on the process server groups, it's helpful, obviously, for process servers. I go in some of these other groups and I hear see the questions, and I just feel bad, because I'm like, just join my challenge. I would teach you how to do all of that for free, but people are stuck in their own, they just don't know about it. So definitely comment, let everybody know about it. It's helpful. It really is. Everyone, we're going to grow together. If you're inside of Process Server Nation, you know that I have an application form. It's not really an application. It's more of a submission. You guys can submit. You can go to mightymikereed.com and submit your company information. I'm going to put you on an Excel spreadsheet automatically. Actually, you're going to be added to an Excel spreadsheet for everybody to see, for people who can reach out to you. It's kind of like a mini directory, but I'm going to keep it so simple. That way it stays free. Right? Again, free. I want this all to be free for you guys so that you can grow your companies. Thanks, Jennifer. Appreciate you. Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, so really I appreciate the feedback, you guys. I really do. It helps me know that I'm doing this for a purpose instead of, I mean, seriously, I have 30 people I could call right now and in my real estate stuff and try to make, close deals, but I'm doing this every day at 10 o'clock, Mountain Standard Time, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So what can we do here? I talked to this lady and she says, let me try to get you the right person. She's a receptionist. So don't give her more credit than she's due. Meaning, don't get offended if she tells you sorry or no or hey, we can't, whatever it is. Don't get offended. Don't let it stop you. Don't let it discourage you. Even if it's the attorney, because sometimes a receptionist will turn around and say, "Hey, Mark," to the attorney, "What were you probably?" That's the wrong question. You said something like, "Do you have a processor?" But you don't want to do that. What you want to actually do is assume the sale. Come on, internet. Jeez Louise, I got to change my VPN connection to a different router. That's what happens when you upgrade. You pay for fancy VPNs, and then they put you in different states. Like I think I'm in Denver. I need to go back to Texas. I don't know why New Mexico doesn't have a base of operation here, but anyway, so your goal is to get to the person who hires people. The message I left, the only reason I left the message is because I'm pretty confident that lady who where she sent me to her voicemail, she's the one who hires process servers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save Ron's physical address in Road Warrior. I got a video coming out about this. I have a bunch of clips I got to put together, but it's going to be and I think I put some of them on my story yesterday, so they might still be up. But it's essentially talking about this app. You can use different apps. I'm not at all selling you on this app, but you want to get this app, Road Warrior. It looks like that. It's got a little red dot. No. You can't really see it. There you go. Road Warrior. Now, the reason why you want Road Warrior is to route your serves. I've heard of people routing them on Google. I've tried it. I cannot get, for the life of me, get Google to add, 50, 60 serves at a time. But what I did is I showed you in the video yesterday, which you'll see a full tutorial on it, is you can see, this is one of my clients. I put in here top firm and VIP client. It has his address. It has his phone number. It even has his email inside of Road Warrior. So when I'm out on the beat, I'm out there serving stuff, or I'm in my route and my route happens to go by his office, I could stop in and say hi. I know it sounds crazy. Yeah, Google will only add 9. That's true. The thing about Google too is you just don't get the optimization of the route like you can on here. I'm sure it could, but it's not. There is actually an upgrade you can pay for that Google has. I forget what it's called. It's been so long, but Streets and Maps, or Maps and Streets, or something like that it's called. I don't know if it's owned by Google or something else, but anyway, Road Warrior is the best, because Road Warrior, you can add your own clients. This is one thing that I learned only after using it for years. You can add your own clients and save them as a favorite. And then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in my CRM, Follow-Up Boss, which I talked about in a previous video, but essentially put them in the CRM so I can follow up. Hey, I'm not sure if you got my voicemail, right? Anybody remember her name? I'm going to have to re-listen to this video. Candace, I think. Anyway, so I'm going to put her in there. I'm going to follow up. And now when I call back and talk to the receptionist, what am I going to say? I'm not going to start from zero. I'm going to call back and I'm going to say, I'm calling for Candace, right? So now who am I being sent to? The exact person that this receptionist thought I needed to talk to for litigation support, for process serving. The person who handles your serves, right? And so now I'm a step ahead. So that call wasn't worthless. Even if she never calls me back, which I do not expect her to. Why? Because she probably gets a ton of voicemails from random people trying to sell her stuff. So we're going to call back. We're going to follow up. Should I call another one? Let's see. Ah, this one sounds familiar. Lerner and Rowe. My freaking internet, man. I'm probably going to have to delete this video. All right, let's call this person. 505.
This call will be recorded for quality assurance purposes.
Thank you for calling Lerner and Rowe. My name is Catherine. I'm just your call.
Hi, Catherine. I'm looking for your litigation support department. I'm a process server.
Of course. Are you regarding a certain client by chance?
No, actually, I'm looking to talk to the person that hires process servers so I can send them an email with my rate sheet.
Brief hold, okay?
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
So she's asking somebody, who do I send this guy to? This could go either way. It could go, oh, send him over to Julie. Or it could go, oh, tell him we don't do that. But don't be discouraged because it's just in the moment, the response that she received from her partner or whoever she asks about things like this. Okay. Let's see here. So I'm going to share my screen here. We'll see if she comes back with it.
All right. Thank you so much for holding. So I'm going to go ahead and send you over to our office manager. Her name is Cindy, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Office manager, Cindy. Intimidating.
Your call has been forwarded to the voicemail for Cindy Ernst. No one is available to take your call. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press the pound key for more options.
Hi, Cindy. This is Michael, Albuquerque Process Servers. Just wanted to give you a quick call. I'm pretty sure you guys already have a process server that you're using, but was hoping to maybe be one of your backups. You can reach me back here on my cell, which is 407-214-7422, or even an email, which is mike@abqserver.com. Thank you so much, Cindy. Talk to you soon. Bye. So the way I position, looks like I got a shipment that just arrived. He's leaving, I think. Make sure you don't ring the bell. If he rings the bell, it means he wants a signature. Anyway, so Cindy, the way that I left the message is not like, will you call me? Oh, crap. You rang the bell. I'll be right back. Share this video. When I get back, I want to see 4 new shares. Okay. Let's see how many shares we got here. Let's see. We keep going. Let's see if we keep going. Okay. So I got some pretty cool stuff in the mail. I don't know. This is all process serving related. So check it out. Now you guys can go with me when I go serving. This is a new fancy auto clipping thing to go on my Suburban. I have this cool sticky one that used to be in my Honda that would like magnetic. It was magnetic back, which is cool. I really like that one. But I don't want to put the sticky part on the dash of my car. Like this is a brand new Suburban with like leather dash and blacked out beautiful truck. I don't want sticky gooey stuff, plus the dash, it gets hot, so the stuff melts and it falls apart and stuff. So anyway, this is going to go on my vents. So when you put the phone on there, it goes and closes on the phone. So it's very secure too. So I'm going to put it on the vent so I could actually talk to you guys while I'm out serving. So that'd be pretty cool. I ordered that online. I haven't done that for a while. Back in the day, I used to do it all the time when I would serve. So I bought a new one. Anyways, what questions do you guys have? Any questions? Marketing, sales, business so far? I know some of you guys got to go back and watch the replays, which I know is not as exciting because it's not live, but really it was some real work that we put in together, me and like 4 other people. So stick with me on this journey as I go live. Okay. Don't miss the live ones because this is how we stay engaged. Right. But, so real quick, I think I already mentioned Cindy. She call me back or she won't. I'm going to call her back. I'm going to save Cindy. And if I wanted to be really aggressive, I could actually call back and talk to the gal, Catherine, I just spoke to, say, oh yeah, you sent me to her voicemail. Oh yeah. That's where we send her people for her. Oh, I see. Could I just get her email by chance? I'd like to send her my rate sheet. Right. But I don't want to be too aggressive. Right. Because you can only burn that bridge one time. All right. There's not an unlimited. There's a guy, you guys can look him up. His name is Tyndale. He's the guy that owns some of these restaurants in Disney and Darden restaurants. He owns a bunch of the Darden brand, Tillman. Anyways, the Golden Nugget, right? Like he owns a lot of different things. He's a billionaire. And he has this phrase in the restaurant industry is there are no extra customers. Right. And so when I heard that back in the day, I remember thinking, how many customers did I say, whatever, I'll just go get new clients? Quite a few. When they would be an asshole to me or they would complain about my rate, right? The thing you have to understand, a lot of times human emotions come from different places, right? T, no worries. Listen, you stick around and keep coming to the lives, okay? The one thing is I do repeat myself. I would definitely go back and watch the first few, the 5 that I have on YouTube. I'm going to post those in the comments here after the video. You definitely want to go watch at least those first few because we really dive into checking out your competition and figuring out what your rates are going to be, setting up your systems, right? So those are really good videos for sure. All right. Yeah. So what other questions or feedback do you guys have? Do you have questions about how to get started? Is there anybody who would want to role play? Like actually have like a role play session where we go back and forth. I'll be the paralegal. That's what we do in real estate, you guys. This is why we get so good at talking to people, homeowners, because you practice. Vladimir Putin's grandpa. No offense, man. I don't know who you are. But hey, how's it going? So Yeah, if you guys want to practice, you want to prospect, let's go. Let's get it. I want to see you guys landing clients. Chris has been sending me recordings of his calls with people, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to hear the script that I just kind of came up with. Understanding the customer. So if you break down the script when you call these paralegals, just understand that you have to assume that they already have a process server. Assume they do, because otherwise, like, it's kind of offensive. Like, that's like saying you're a process server. Like, what if I said, let me see, if you're a regular process server and I said something like, do you have Road Warrior? Do you have a mapping tool? I got a great mapping tool. You probably don't have a great mapping tool. And you're like, wait, what? I'm a process server, dude. I serve 20, 30 papers a day. I have to have a mapping tool. Like, it's almost offensive. You're not going to say that, but you're going to go, I got a mapping tool. We're good. Right. And that's what the paralegals are going to do when you call them and you say, I bet you need a processor. Right? That's kind of what you're saying when you say, I'm a process server. I was hoping that maybe I can talk to you about, offering our services, blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. Don't do that. The best way to ask somebody to invest with you, for example, is to ask them if they know anybody else who would like to invest. Right. So if I'm talking to T, I hope that's how you say it, T. Or if I'm talking to T and I'm like, would you like to invest with me? Right now, it's like a personal thing where she has to give me an answer right away, or she's being offensive. And if she says no, it's almost offensive. But if I said, T, do you know anybody who's looking to invest in real estate? Or if I said, T, do you know anybody who's looking for a process server right now? Right? Then she might be more willing. In this case, we're directly calling a law firm with intention to earn their business, but we're assuming that they're a business and they already have a process server. So if I say, yeah, this is Mike, I'm calling. You guys probably already have a process server. I know you guys are a big firm. I was just wondering if I could maybe be a good backup for you guys. Could I send an email over to you guys with my rate sheet? I'm kind of breaking it up and saying it slowly here, but really you don't want to spit it all out at once. So they go, yeah, sure. Here's my email. Yeah, this is Mike. I'm a local process server. I understand you guys probably already have a server because it looks like you guys are one of the top firms in town, right? But I was hoping I could send over an email with my rate sheet just in case you need a backup, because in my experience, big firms like yours, you often will need more than one process server, especially on big cases. You could expound if you wanted to. You don't have to. But that's the idea. And you just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Make sure to call every single litigation attorney in your town. That's how you speed it up. That's how you speed it up. If you want to wait, what's going to happen is, this attorney that you get today is going to have you serve the attorney that you want tomorrow. And when you're in there serving them, you put a little business card on the serve and go, here you go. You're pre-qualified. His competitor, or who is, I should say, colleague who he sees at court all the time, hired you. And so you're pre-qualified. So that's a really good way too. But if you want to force that growth, if you want to grow faster than what the universe is, pushing you along with as you go out there in the world and work, then it's going to require you to put in some work. So in the previous videos, we talked about all that, but I really just wanted to highlight that because that is where I'm going to be getting screenshots from T, from Jennifer, from Spencer, from Chris, from Erica, from Andrea, from Travis, from Victoria, from this person from Russia. I'm going to be getting these calls or these screenshots of like, boom, new client crushing it. Thank you so much. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Because like I told you before, one client could get you $10,000 a month. Just one. Right. And so I landed this client on Friday. He sent me 3 jobs. And then I got a second attorney started sending me some jobs. I got a pro se to hit my website, abqserver.com, which is right now just an online order form. And they ordered from me and paid $147. They wanted me to e-file. They wanted me to serve it. They wanted me to skip trace it. So my biggest challenge yesterday was trying to find a process server to go out and serve those places in the middle of nowhere. And I found somebody. I found a guy. He knows everybody in the state, and he's like, oh, I got a well-defined network and stuff. And he's a great guy. He's a great partner. So we queued up. I offered to offer reciprocal rates. Said I will do the rates here in my area. You'll do these rates in your area. So we agreed to swap rates with each other. At first, I was going to lower my rate a lot more, hoping that he would lower his rate. And he said, well, no, I got to do 70 at least in my city. I'm like, bro, okay. So I said, okay, no problem. I'll do 70 in my area too. So it seems like a lot, but when you're charging, over $100, and now I don't have, my most valuable thing for me is my time. So the idea for me to have to drive 2.5 hours to serve one paper, no, not happening. I would rather break even on a paper, right? I don't want to, you never lose money. Rule number one, never lose money. But if I could break even on a paper or just make $5, $10 on a paper, I will do that all day if I don't have to serve it. If I don't have to drive all the way across town to serve it, I will do that. So, and then what's going to happen is I'm going to get a lot of serves from him here in the East Mountains because there is nobody else. So I'll be serving it in my backyard for a premium. Not really a premium, but a decent amount, $70 to serve from an affiliate. Okay. So volume is where it's at. So one of the things we talked about before in the Trello card that I want to just touch on one more time is something called public purchase. Now, not everybody knows about this. This is why I want to tell you guys this, because really only the big companies, and I know some of my friends that are big companies are like, Mike, why are you telling everybody about this? But there's, I know they are. I already know because free registration, best deal. Oh, you could pay to do it. So bear with me a second. I want to make sure this account is set up really quick, and then I have to answer this. It might be the law firm. This is Michael. Yeah, just scammer like me. Okay, not scammer, spammer. All right, register for bid syndication. No, register for free. Okay, I'm registering for publicpurchase.com. You guys can check it out. I'm going to screen share in just a second, but I want to put all of my company information in first. Oh, it's starting to use one of my new company's names. Don't do that. abqserver.com. I'm going to show you guys some pretty cool stuff. ABQ process server. So public purchase. I have gotten 3 contracts from public purchase. All right. And each time I've gotten the contracts, it's made me hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. So I want to show this to you. Time zone, mountain time. Why do you think it is that these my friends that own these big companies wouldn't want you to know about this website? Why do you think that is? Can anybody tell me? Why wouldn't they want you to know? One of the reasons why people don't know is because they don't look. It's not like it's hidden. If you search government contracts for process serving, this website would show up. I promise. I promise you. You would find it. Okay. All right. I think I'm just about done here. Emery. Have to give them username, password, all this kind of stuff. I'm creating a new account here. I'm sure I have an old one, but I almost dread doing this because I'm going to win contracts. I already know it. And I'm going to have to freaking fall over God's green earth and hire people to do it. Browse. Yes, I want to browse. No, don't save. Jeez Louise. Okay. Some of the data you entered is either missing or incorrect. Please check the optional fields. Okay. I'm almost there, guys. Hold on. Okay. What data are we talking about here? Classification. Gosh, I really want to show this to you guys. What data are you asking for? Let me see. It's a really old website, but it's what they use. These governments webs. Oh, I have to click on a thing. Okay. I think I can screen share. Let me show you. All right. So this is publicpurchase.com. And public purchase will allow you to bid basically. Well, before you even bid on these jobs, these government jobs, they're going to request you to bid. They call an RFP, request for a proposal. They want you to bid on the job. So some jobs only come up every couple of years, right? But here we go. Let me see here. Government, construction, professional, scientific, technical, real estate, rental, leasing, transportation, warehousing. I don't see legal. Legal is usually on here too. Let me click on other services, see what that tells us. Personal laundries, private household, religious, repair. So what's crazy is you might get caught up in here and realize, like, I've always wanted to be a sanitation distribution contractor. Yeah, I don't know, but process serving's in here somewhere. I just gotta find it. Now, the reason why I stumbled upon it is because someone found my website and was like, "You're like one of the top companies in town, right?" I'm like, "Sure." They're like, "Well, you should bid on this contract." And my friend Mike down in LA was like, "I used to bid on that contract and win it every year. And then some new company got it." Now you're going to get paid less for these serves, but they're government contracts. They're guaranteed money. So if you can somehow make even a little bit of profit, you're going to keep your process servers moving and you're going to make some profit, mass profit. I'm talking about 10,000 jobs, a year times $5. Even if all your profit was $5, do you think that'd be worth it? 10,000 times 5, right? Of course. Not just that, but you're going to be able to show the revenue and be able to get lines of credit from banks and stuff. Let me see here. Okay, so administrative. It's been child support divisions will upload on here, and then sometimes city governments. Some of the data entered either missing or incorrect. Please check the non-optional fields. This one? That's strange. Let me go back. I don't know what it wants here. Crazy. Like I said, it's an old site. Cancel. So strange. Yeah. Oh. That's my old login. Let's see if it works. No, because that's an old email, man. Geez, that's an old email. But see, that was the email that I used to use. That was my old login. It wants to send me an email, but I don't even have that email anymore. PS Daily. Crazy. Craziness. Oh, well, go check it out. I'm going to have to figure it out here offline. But go check out Public Purchase, create a free account, and then get in there and find your thing. The other thing you could do is go request for proposal. I was saying find the process serving work that you do. Let me just type in on Google request for proposal. Request for proposal. Bernalillo County, New Mexico. Let me try that. Open solicitations and contracts. Here it is. Okay. So they actually have their own website for it. So Public Purchase is a great website to check out for sure. But it looks like Bernalillo County. Okay. Bernalillo County has their own website. Sometimes technology, just take a break. Right? Sometimes technology just kicks you in the teeth and says, yeah, no worries, Jennifer. Have a great day. Be safe out there. Okay. So you guys can request bids, request for a proposal. Here we go. So request for a proposal is what they call procurement, right? Those are the people who hire for certain things. Yes, you know you're in the right area when you see court reporting services. I mean, that's not what we do, but this is one of the things you can get a contract for. Construction services, Metropolitan Detention Center. Yeah, none of this. We don't want to do any of this. But process serving would show up in this list if they were trying to get a bid and it was an open for the request for proposal or request for bid, right? So the question is when past public opportunities. The question is when. Now, when you get one of these lists that you'd rather wipe your butt with, I want you to go Control F and go process server. Unfortunately, nothing showing up. Let's see, legal, general and specialty legal services. Leave legal services for sheriff's department. This could be a lawyer, so you want to be careful here, but you don't want to somehow apply for a lawyer. But that was his general and specialty legal services. Maybe this is what we're looking for. Let's see. View the opportunity, and it's closed. The request for proposal is closed. Procurement Business Service Department is currently soliciting a request for proposals for a contract attorney services for utility law, water, franchise agreements, and real estate and labor. Yeah, so it sounds like an attorney. I mean, it says attorney services, but remember, that's what we are. As process servers, we are attorney services. Not lawyer services, but we service attorneys. We do their dirty work, right, for attorneys. So this is not what we're looking for, though. Dispositions, yeah, this is definitely lawyer stuff. But you see how I'm having to put some work in here, you guys? You got to put in a little bit of work for your company. A little bit of this kind of work goes a long way. A long, long way. And I'm hoping this is the seed that you guys are going to take and run with it, right? You're going to say, you know what, Mike? I could do this. I could find the contracts in my area. So let me go Control F again because this is a list I don't want to do anything with. SOP? No. A service or process, right? Service. No. Delivery. Propane delivery service. Nope, not us. Services. Courier service. Okay. So it's not in here. If it could be in here somewhere, you could find it's not on this list, right? These are past awarded legal services. Now the sheriff's department does do a good majority of the process serving here in the area. Business services purchased on behalf of the Bernalillo Sheriff's County Department, soliciting, qualified law firms. Yeah, so not what we're looking for. So, but you could go a step further and call Bernalillo County and say, hey, man, hey, how's it going? I actually did. If you guys listen to one of the previous videos, I called the state and said, yeah, I'm looking for the state contract for child support. Because oftentimes serving the child support for the child support divisions is going to be where you're going to make the most. Let's actually search child support. Let's see. I just did request for proposals. Let me see this request for quote. I wonder what that is. General services for Bernalillo County. Bernco. Request for quote contracts. Outreach grant program. The crazy thing is we get taxed to death in America. If you could, if you actually take the time, you could get grants. Like you could do a lot. I mean, we're talking about process serving right now, but it's like as you come across things, you can be like, oh, what is this? A neighborhood outreach grant? Like, how much could you get? What do you have to do? What kind of hoops do I got to jump through? But purchasing is the people oftentimes. Here we go. Vendor info. Here you go. Doing business with the county. Open solicitations. How to become a vendor. And just learn how to become a vendor. Let's see. Yep. Somebody else wants to sell. Great. I want to buy. Do. It's working now, Mike. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Registered vendors. A registered vendor receive access to the following notifications. Okay, this is what we were looking for. I don't know if these people hire for process serving, but you can join their hub. Questions, call this phone number. Purchasing, like I told you, purchasing department are the ones that you're looking for. So let's give them a call really quick and find out, how do I get these contracts? Now, why do I want to get these contracts and get paid less for serving? Anybody know why? Anybody have any idea, any clue why somebody would do it?
Sorry, but your call cannot be completed.
I'm not surprised by that, actually. Wait, did it start ringing? Try that again.
Sorry, but your call cannot be completed.
It's ringing. Let's see, I'm curious. Got some other phone numbers here. Interesting. The phone number is 1234.
Number you dialed is not in service.
What a surprise. Okay. So there's some other phone numbers here too, but procurement and business services. Somebody, and the website doesn't work either. You see what I mean, you guys? You have to be just like tenacious. You got to be like tenacious if you want to land these types of contracts. But here's the cool thing. Once you find the right phone number that you're looking for, you don't have to find it again. So this is a number I called a minute ago. They probably got wise and put it on a phone tree. And now you have to dial like the main number or something. Contact center. Let me see here. Ooh, got a hot lead. Got a hot real estate lead. So let's see here. What else? Bernalillo County Procurement Business Services, burncounty.gov. Roseanne. So see, there's some phone numbers here. Doing business with Bernalillo County. Let me try something different here. Let's go Bernalillo County Purchasing Department, DCSS. Try it. DCSS. And actually, I should have done this from the very beginning. Department of Child Support Services. Bernalillo. if you already done this or you've already applied for this, oh, they call it something else. What do they call it? Second Judicial District. They call it something else. Child Support Division. Here's Child Support Enforcement Division. Cares of Bernalillo County. Anyways, these people will tell me where I need to call. Right? Grievance hotline. Oh yeah, I got a grievance. Okay, let's see here. Nobody told me why I would want to get paid less. You can take on a high. Oh yeah, Chris is answering the question. You can take on a high quantity and have servers serve them for you, allowing more time to focus on areas or essentially gaining new clients and contracts. I love that. I really do. But I want you to expand. This is true. This is how I'm going to effectively serve the contracts. This is true. But what I want you to do, wow. What I want you guys to do is I want you to think about business. How can I build a business that I could then sell? Don't get caught up or emotional about, oh, but I named it and I created this cool logo.
Welcome to New Mexico Human Services Department. To continue in English, press or say 1.
Para continuar en
You want to build something you can sell. You have to show.
Okay, please listen to this message in its entirety as our options have recently changed. This call may be recorded for quality improvement and training purposes.
You have to show revenue.
Access or misrepresentation.
Businesses are priced based on how much revenue they generate.
To help us find your case, please say
And
or
then
enter
how
your
much
case number or
profit.
Social security number. If you don't have this information, press 0 to continue.
And a big part of that is understanding
Food, cash,
that the revenue and the profit that you're generating is guaranteed to continue, and contracts solidify that.
Press or say 4 for media, self-directed community benefits, DD or supports waiver, and EVD. Press or say 5 for something else. Press or say 6 to repeat this menu. Okay. Please wait while we transfer you to the next available agent. Your feedback is very important to us. After the call, you may receive a text and/or email with a link to a short survey. Please click on the link to let us know how we are doing. The current hold time is approximately 7 minutes. Please stay on the line and we will connect you to a representative as soon as possible. If you prefer,
The other cool thing is when you get these contracts is that if I'm driving across town,
press or say 2. Otherwise, please continue on hold for the next
Yeah.
available agent.
if I'm driving across town to serve a paper that I got for $147, let's say, I'm going to spend a certain amount of time and gas to drive across town. Let's just say $10. Say it's all the way across town. I'm in my blacked out Duramax. It's going to take some gas. $10. So I'm driving across town. And on my way to serve this one in my route, I got 5 others, which is pretty realistic. Only 5. 5 others from child support that are spattered along that route. If not along the route to my serve, then maybe my serve's inside of that route somewhere in a big circular route that I've created for myself. I have, let's just say, 6 jobs, those 5 from child support and 1 from an individual or an attorney. If I'm getting only $50 per serve from the child support people, that's $250 for their serves, for those 5 serves. If I'm really good at what I do, then I just served 6 papers, making $250 plus the $150 for the 1 serve that I did. Okay. That's pretty good for an hour's worth of work. See what I mean? And then because the child support ones are guaranteed and the other one is not, the child support one, you can see a consistent income coming in every month. And from someone who's purchased businesses, sold businesses, been in real estate, for those of you guys who don't know, when you become a real estate agent in Florida, you have to get trained to do business brokering. You don't have to choose it as a specialty, which I didn't, but I learned all about it because I was fascinated about it. And so all you have to do to be a business broker in Florida is to be a real estate agent, get licensed as a realtor. And so, but when you go to sell a business, it's based on its revenue. I'm telling you, we're going to find out who to call. Child support, you will get probably 2/3 of your business can come from them. And then what you do is you go and you sell the company. Someone comes in and buys it because there's a set income guaranteed coming in every month. And if you have management in place, you have servers serving all the papers, that's when it becomes really valuable, because some other bigger company can come in and buy your systems, buy your operation, implement their systems, their operation on top of good employees, good process serving contractors. That's what they want. That's what the big companies want. They want to be able to come in and buy your company because you have these systems set in place. So that's what I'm trying to teach you guys. I'm telling you, I'm building this company to sell it. Good grief. Got some Frank Sinatra over here. Yeah, I'm building this company to sell it. I want to build it to be to get, my first goal is in the first 90 days is to get it where it makes me $10,000 a month. But after that, maybe within 2 years, maybe 3 years, we get a couple of big contracts. We got good servers in place everywhere. I'll put it on Biz by Sell. I'll put it on LoopNet. And I'll start taking offers. And I will sell it for over $1 million.
If you want to leave a voicemail, press or say 2. Otherwise, please continue on hold for the next available agent.
Yeah, I'm staying on hold. I'm going to talk to an agent with Child Support Division to tell me where the heck to go. But I'm pretty sure we found it already. I'm pretty sure. But some of these places, they'll tell you. In the past, I've done this in other counties where I didn't know where to go. The child support people will tell you. Hi, my name is Michael Reed. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you, Mr. Reed?
I'm doing so good now that I'm talking to you.
Well, that's nice to hear. Mr. Reed, are you calling in reference to your case or for somebody else's case?
You know what? I'm going to make this real easy for you. I'm actually a process server, and I'm trying to find out who serves your guys' cases. Maybe you could direct me.
Who serves our cases?
Yeah, you got the cases that need to be served to mom and dad. I have multiple contracts in different counties, and I'm having a hard time finding out who's the service or process division for you guys.
That might be conduit. But what I can do is get your call floated over to a provider services. They would be able to better assist you.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be wonderful. Yeah, that'd be wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for calling New Mexico Human Services Department. Hold one moment for your transfer, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please stay on the line and we will connect to a representative as soon as possible.
Thank you for calling New Mexico Human Services Department. My name is Luke. May I have your first name, initial, and last name?
Yeah, my name is Michael Reed. Yeah, I was forwarded to you. I'm looking for the purchasing department or the person responsible for hiring process servers.
Hiring process.
Yeah, you guys need to have things served, right? Like a legal process server.
Okay, give me 1 second.
I didn't realize they outsourced their people to India or wherever this person's from. He's Googling process server. Oh boy. It's just, this is the stuff you got to get through to find the right number. Like if you had the right number, I would already be sending somebody an email right now. Right? I'd already be sending them an email with my rate sheet or
Okay, actually, we are in a provider line right now, and let me see.
yeah, I
don't know
understand.
why
I understand someone
we-
probably has the contract already. That's okay. I just wanted to know where to go, like who serves the legal documents, when dad doesn't show up to court and you got to sue him and take him for everything he's got, right? How do you do that? Who's the person that serves him?
So you calling from the provider office? Are you calling for a client?
No, like I said, I'm a process server myself and I serve legal documents, and I'm looking
Okay.
for the people who are in charge of that. So maybe the manager. Do you guys have a purchasing department?
No, we not. We are provider. We are in a provider line right now.
I don't know what that means. Is that like a medical thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. No, yep. Not looking for that. I was talking to the child support division, right?
No, indeed not child support division. We're working with the facility and the provider.
Oh, yeah. I think she forwarded me to the wrong person. Thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. I don't want his head to explode. Do you write papers? Listening, yes, I went around live. Okay. Thank you, person on YouTube. I have no idea what you're talking about. So listen, the challenge here is to find the child support division. So I called this random office, this 1-800 number, but you guys see that it's a challenge, They're talking provider lines and all this, that, and the other kind of stuff. It's like, what the heck am I doing? So what the heck am I doing, right? How do I get to the person that I'm looking for? I think where we found the most traction so far was actually in how to become a vendor. Even though this phone number was bad, is not good. It doesn't work anymore. It's pretty normal with the county. You get that all the time. The reason why I say it's normal is because, like my e-filing company, I try to call e-filing courthouses. I try to call courthouses to get a hold of a clerk to say, hey, what's going on with this person's filing? I used to do that all the time. I was an e-filing specialist, and now I have other people doing that. But I could send an email. And honestly, that is probably the most likely way for me to get a response from somebody. So I'm going to start a fresh email, and I'm going to say, I'm going to take all that stuff out in the beginning. I'm an experienced processor, handling a heavy caseload. Excuse this is a I specialize in service and process. I've been in businesses. Okay. There's a part here where I say something about I'll take care of things off their hand. Albuquerque is a new market for me, and I would love to meet either you or a member of your legal team over lunch. I hear that Ruth's Chris is a great steakhouse. Yeah. So the part where I mentioned a law firm, let me see. Oh, yeah. I see you're handling a heavy caseload. I got to take this part out. I'm an experienced processor in the area and looking to submit a proposal for service of process for the county when it comes available. Can you direct me where to get this done? Short and sweet in the beginning so that they know what to do if they should continue on with your email. If they want to know more, then they can keep reading, right? Like come down here and pre-qualify you, right? So this is what we all do. We're human. We come down and go, oh, Albuquerque ABQ server. I didn't even know they were here. Wow, they're so local. They're so official, right? Boom, 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 boom. $1 million process serving company. Here we go. Experienced process server new to the area. I'm an experienced process server in the area and looking to submit a proposal for service and process for the county when it comes available. Can you direct me where to get this done? Here's a little bit about me. Okay, that's it. Simple as that. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. Okay. And now I'm gonna hit send. And we'll see if this email's bad. If the email's bad, it will bounce back on us. Okay. So that's it, you guys. Put in the work. Put in the work. Don't make excuses. Also, the greatest excuse that is not a good one is that you got to go serve papers. It's not a good one. It is not a good one. I would rather you spend 4 hours working on prospecting in the morning and go serve your papers in the evening. Just make it a habit. Time block the morning time when paralegals are sitting at their computer. Time block that so that you are also sitting at the computer calling them. Call them before lunch. I promise, call them before lunch. Don't call them after lunch. Call them before lunch, and then you go to lunch. Take one of the pretty paralegals out to lunch. If you're one of these pretty process servers I see coming on here, then go out and get your nails done and offer to, hey, listen, I'm getting my nails did, and I know that all these pretty girls in the office, which one of you guys want to go with me? Oh, I already did my nails. Oh, I didn't. Come on, let's go. I know I'm being kind of stereotypical, but it's true. Don't play with me. It's true. You know, it might cost you an extra $100. Take that paralegal to get her nails done. I'm talking, you've already called them, you've already went in there, you're trying to solidify yourself as the main process server in that office. If there's one attorney, then you can keep it mild and just keep coming in. There's one attorney, just keep it mild. You're getting most of his serves, right? But if there's like 10 attorneys in there, you better be in there every other day. Hey guys, how's it going? You guys need something picked up? You guys need me to go across town? No, we're good. No, we're good. They give you the cold shoulder. Don't worry about that. Just be like, okay, they're going to give you a serve. That serve is your excuse to go back into that office with the proof of service. Don't be lazy. Go back in that office with the proof of service and say, yeah, I just wanted to personally deliver this. Also, I'll send you an email with the email copy if you're looking to get one in your digital copy as well. Is there anything else you guys need me to do? I'm actually running across town, going to go by the courthouse right now. Even if you're not, I'm actually headed over to the courthouse right now. I got another job. Does anybody need anything going to the courthouse? Do you need me to pick up anything at the courthouse? Do you need me to serve anybody at the courthouse? All right. Just be active doing it, doing the job of a process server, and you will build your company. I promise you. Thank you guys so much. Do we have any other questions before I close out here today? Again, today was just a get to work. Let's see. I mean, we went for over an hour, almost 2 hours, or an hour and 30 minutes. Let's go. Let's call. Let's get our emails sent. Try to get 2 or 3 emails sent out every single day. I usually say 3 to 5 emails sent. Like you got a new email from a new attorney or paralegal. You sent the email and just do this daily. Think about this for a second. If you fall flat on your face and you only send out 1 a day because you tried 5 and you kept going and they just kept turning you down or whatever, but you got 1 sent out, just 1 today. You got 1 today. You get 1 again tomorrow. You fall on your face every day and you fail every day. 1. Fail forward 1 every single day. In a month, if you only did this Monday through Friday, which makes sense because that's when they're open, you'd have 20 solid leads, 20 people who gave you their email and said, yes, send me your rate sheet. We'll consider you as a backup. Now, out of those 20, how many more are you going to get? Thanks, Spencer. Appreciate you guys. Listen, share this video if you can. Share it in the process server groups, and let's get some people in here. Let's get it. Let's keep it engaged. I love the engagement I saw today. It was great. That's what I need. I need that fuel. You guys commenting and liking is my fuel to keep going. This is a 90-day challenge, and by day 90, I want to show you my Stripe account or my bank account where I'm making $10,000 a month. Okay, and I want, which is not a lot. It's a lot for a brand new company. It's a good amount for a brand new company. So it's a challenge. I get it's definitely a challenge, but it's not for a company that's been in business for years. It's really not. So I want you guys to get there, especially if you've been in business for a while. Let's get your company up to the level where you're getting serves from attorneys. Okay. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have fun, be safe, and live mighty.
For more great content like this and your chance to win cash prizes each week live online, visit www.mightymikereed.com. That's www.mightymikereed.com. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review on your favorite audio platform. Until next time, take care and live mighty.